Alright guys, welcome to the bonus webinar in Facebook Crusher Elite. This will be actually in the product itself. When people buy the product, they're going to watch this and you guys are going to be famous. There's going to be a lot of people watching this. Well, basically the reason why I'm doing this is because we have a lot of training put up between basic, elite, and the bonus webinars. And I want to kind of piece it all together so we can make sense out of it. If you guys are taking action daily with the methods that are in this course, the complete course, I know for a fact that you should be seeing some results. Now, results doesn't mean you're going to be a millionaire overnight. Now, these methods have come from me from testing and testing for months. Just going through Facebook every day, figuring out things on my own. This is not something I learned, from a course or something like that. I mean, I took bits and pieces from stuff that I learned from courses or from other leaders and mentors and kind of put my own ways of doing things together. So, I just want to remind you guys that, this is more than just adding friends. This is way more than that. I see a lot of people emphasize the fact that they added hundreds of friends, which is great because that's where we start from. But again, that's where we start. This thing goes way further than that. This whole method, this whole Facebook Crusher system alone, if you guys, were to implement all the modules and all the stuff on a daily basis, not just once a week and then say, well, it worked a little bit, no, I'm talking about if you do this every day, no matter what business you're in, no matter what you're promoting, no matter what you're doing, okay, this works for anything, for anybody. If you do this consistently, just like anything else, any form of marketing that you do consistently, you will see things change dramatically, but you have to continue what you do. You see, even me at this point, I don't add friends every day like I explained in the beginning of the basic course, because at this point, I really don't have to. From my consistency of doing it all the time, people now are finding me on their own. So I get friend requests every single day from people that are finding me from everywhere. They heard about me, they heard about Facebook Crusher, they heard about a certain business I'm in, they found me on Instagram or YouTube or all kinds of things. I got people friend requesting me all day. And it didn't happen overnight. It came from consistency of just doing the same thing over and over again on a daily basis. And at this point, which is the objective of everybody that's trying to make money online, is that it's a wonderful feeling to understand that you don't have to chase people to join you. Okay, when that happens, when that starts to happen, your whole income, your whole life will change. If you never have to ask people to join you in anything anymore. People just are inboxing me all day about a particular opportunity I'm promoting at the time or whatever the case is. That's the goal here. I want you guys to understand that adding friends and doing the whole, messaging people to not get Facebook jailed, that's the beginning process. That will lead you into what we're going to discuss today, which is the end result of everything we've been doing to grow your business, whatever it is. And I'm telling you, when you get to that point, you can go from making, whatever it is, a couple bucks a day, to quitting your job. Quitting your job and actually starting to do what you want if you was to follow these methods. So what I'm going to do is basically run through a process that you should be, like I said, doing. All right. So if you're not at the point yet where people are requesting you every day, that's fine. And remember what I said. Okay, you want to go. Let's see. Okay, usually this area you get to see the suggested friends. You can also go here and just go here and go into people and I suggest obviously sticking with people who have more than 5 or 10 mutual friends. Usually if someone has like 1 or 2, I don't do it because it could be just a random person that they're friends with that really is not relevant to me at all. Remember, you're limited to 5,000 and you're going to get there at some point. So you see like this guy, obviously he's in a company that, a marketing company. So yeah, I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna open another tab, send them a message. Now, in the beginning, we said to say, hey, we have some friends in common. Obviously, this person can use some of the methods we teach on Facebook Crusher because, you know, first thing he's not doing is putting his personal name in there. So think about this. Maybe you're not always having to pitch someone your opportunity, but you can also refer a Facebook Crusher as a way to help them in their business. So it's not always about them having to join you and everything that you got. But it's like saying, hey, I noticed that, you know, whatever your Facebook is, you know, can use a little improvement. You're trying to make money. I can suggest a course to you that helped me a lot. Say, hey, Tap, I'm not sure of your real name, laughing out loud, but obviously you're in Infinity Downline. Now, here's something. Now, remember, in the beginning, we said, hey, we have some friends in common. Can I add you? Now, that was cool. But now that we have over 200 people doing that, it's not cool. You guys have to get a little more personal with the message because now you're going to look like a spammer if one person gets the same message from 11 different people. They're going to think it's a software, even though it's not. They're going to treat you like one. You say, hey, Tap, I'm not sure if that's your real name, but obviously you're an Infinity Downline. How are you doing in it? Now, another thing you could do is usually end off with a question. That way you can expect an answer. Okay? So that's it. How are you doing in it? And here's what I've been doing. Shoot me a request. Now everybody, please don't go shoot me a request now just because you see me do it. I'm just saying I'm giving you an example, but if everybody starts doing shoot me a request and we're like, what's going on? Use your own words, use your own way of talking, but you know, you send a message, that's it, okay? So that's the beginning of the process. Now we wait for him to answer back. You do this throughout the day, and obviously, you know, you're going to get some feedback. Now, when people add you, remember what I said. Confirm it, okay, and send them a message. So that way it lingers in their inbox. Thanks for the ad. This is something I do all the time. Thanks for the ad. Okay, now he's going to answer back to that. Okay, so the principle of this, obviously, is to get more people involved in your Facebook. That's the obvious, okay? We're not trying to sell them from the beginning, unless they ask. Some people do ask. If I go on messages, maybe somebody's asking about something, okay? Okay, somebody wants to offer me money. All right, so, okay, we understand, right? So the point is just to get people into your Facebook, okay? Now we got that straightened out. Now the next thing you want to do is, now that we have these people, what's the next thing you want to do? You want to go into making posts. Posts, you know, we also went through the fact that you want to personalize your header. We went through that already. Add a picture of yourself so people see who you really are. You can also, I don't know if I touched on this, click on the header and you can add your website there. Okay? So if you click on the header, because some people might want to see the picture up big, or maybe they actually want to download it or something, I don't know. So click on the header and you can put your website in there. Okay? That's another thing. So we went through that as personal. Okay, now you start posting stuff on your wall. And this is what's going to get the people that you just added in the network you grew to see what's going on. So that's the next part of this. You know, it goes into this and you're liking, and remember what I said, you want to engage in these conversations, okay? Nope, actions speak louder than enough. Yeah. Yes. Alright. This system rocks. Alright, you want to answer everybody back and tag their name. Speak no more. Tyler. Alright, and just go back to your walls from time to time and see if there's any new activity. I don't care, you can like your own stuff, I do it. This is exactly what I do. You know, I go, like, explain to me, I've been dying to know. Look at this guy is dying to get in. What is he talking about? Okay. Okay, AJ, he's my friend. Okay. AJ. See what I mean? This is how it starts. AJ Coleman inbox. Bro, Ready? Please mute yourself. Just came in. Good. Thank you. All right, so there you go, AJ. So you just go back to your wall and check what's, if there's any recent activity, what's going on. Again, you wanna focus on at least sponsoring one post a day. Don't be cheap, because I'll tell you what, I sponsored one post the other day. It cost me look, another friend request. It cost me $7 to sponsor it, and I made a few hundred off it. Okay, so don't unmute yourself, please. Don't pinch your pennies. Okay, sponsor it, well, at least once a day. Sponsor it, share it, like I said, on your own page. All right, share it on the page. I already shared it online, but share it, and then remember we got into the next topic, which was grabbing the URL from above. All right. Well, I tagged close to 50 people. I stopped. I tagged close to 50 people. All right. The limit is 49 to 50. All right. I tagged them, and then the next thing you're gonna do is go ahead and ask your friends, your network, to go ahead and juice it. Hey, see, do me a favor, like, comment, and share this, please. All right, and then you can just copy and paste like that. Let's see, go here. Okay. All right, you can just do that. Look, he's gonna do it. He doesn't have a problem. We're in the same business. All right, and then you just go down and you go, and remember we talked about the group chats too. So you go into your group chats like this. All right, look, see, we got Jeff is juicing. Hey family, do me a favor, like, comment, and share, please. All right, and that's where it starts. So we went from adding friends to friends adding us to grow, getting more eyeballs. Look, we got 25 mutual friends. So I'm gonna open, look, MCA. Sometimes you gotta watch out for certain people. They might be fake profiles. So before you go and adding everybody, just find out. Like, I'm always adding network marketers, online marketers, because that's what I do. Okay, so all right, so that's the process. From there, the messages, the adding to Facebook, growing your network. See, people are liking it, people are sharing it, just like that. Now, when you have a group of 150 people, you're going to get constant interaction, and people are going to see that. Now, let's just say I added 15 new people within the last hour. Those 15 new people are going to see what's going on, and they're going to take interest. Okay? Once they take interest, what happens? Your inbox starts blowing up, okay? And then you start talking to them about it. Now, we discussed that. You want to save time. You don't want to answer too many questions. Your time is valuable. Your time is money. So what do? Okay, so here we're talking about this particular business. So what I would do, and I discussed this in the other module, I will go into my profile, go to photos. Okay, I will go into albums and click the most recent video I did and have that ready to share it. So when people are inquiring at that point, I'm ready to respond with a video. Okay, and that's the next thing. Okay, remember, keep these things in mind. You don't want to give people your link right away. If they ask questions, just send them to the most recent video that's in regards to what they're asking about. Make videos. Listen, when people ask about what's this about, you know what I recommend? First of all, you have the website that does all the explanation. That's number one. Number two, make your own video in your own words explaining how you see things, so that way you can better describe it. Once they see your video, you can go along with what the video says. Because sometimes if a presentation doesn't make sense to you, how can you break down what it says when they ask you? Like, I watched the presentation, but I don't understand this and that. You might come off and be like, well, I don't understand either, So the best thing is to do is make your own video presentation of whatever the business and explain it how you see it. That way you can better follow up on what you just described in the video. It makes sense? If you notice, I always make videos myself of presentations. If you're camera shy, that's fine. Show your screen, but show that it's you. You just have a better chance. Remember, think about this as a score chart. All right, you want to increase your scores, increase your chances of people joining you. So do everything you can to increase the score of your own personal score chart of people either joining you in your business or buying something from you. So one of the ways to increase your score is to have your own video. Okay. Another way to increase your score is just build these relationships. Okay. Make sure you're doing video. And I stress it a lot. Make sure you're doing video, because if not, you're lowering your score. You're lowering your chances of doing this. Market all the time. Market daily. That increases your chances of people seeing what you have. Okay. This thing, I guarantee you, people who are here right now in the Facebook Crusher Elite, okay, you only been in this for a couple of weeks, and I can assure you, you have seen a change in what you have done so far. So just imagine what's going to happen 3 months down the line. Is it worth it to put in work and effort into what we discussed and what we taught in these previous modules, to do it for 2 to 3 months straight? I'm serious. You can literally quit your job if you were that focused and serious about changing the way you market on Facebook, just changing the way you do things, just being consistent, period. Don't just stop on Facebook, but continue by doing videos, posting ads on classified ads, Craigslist, even maybe investing a little bit in paid marketing. Build your network, build your list consistently, and then for me, it's important for them to relate to connect with me on Facebook through any method. I hope that's making sense so far. This is basically the process from A to Z. All I do now. Here's another thing I left out is, all right, we don't want to seem like complete, just sellers or salesmen. All right, when people have birthdays, listen, just go and wish them a happy birthday. Like seriously, happy birthday. All right. You know why? Let me tell you why. First of all, it shows that you actually care. You're not just a prick that just wants money. Okay? Another thing is, this goes on their wall. So people on their wall will see that you said happy birthday, and there's a chance they might want to know who you are. Okay? Because on my birthday, my wall was filled with happy birthdays. And some of those people I didn't even know. And people that go on my timeline are going to see that, and they might go back and see who this person is. All right, so don't, spend at least 5 minutes of the day wishing everyone on your profile a happy birthday. I forgot to discuss that in things, but this is very important. All right, this shows that you are, a genuine person. Remember, this is about relationships. You don't just come on Facebook just to sell your life away. Okay, so spend some time doing this throughout the day. Just be look like a better person. I can't exactly. Okay, happy birthday. And that's it. Just do that throughout the day also. All right. So see people are tagging me in comments, and it just keeps on and on and on. All right. So that's the process. That's the process. Okay. Okay. So that's it. At this point, if anybody has any questions, I want to open this up to giving you guys a chance to give me some feedback on what's been going on. Okay, I'm going to go into the group right now. All right, so any questions? You guys can open up. You can unmute yourselves one at a time, and I want some feedback. I want to know what's been going on and things like that, and what you've been doing, and maybe I can learn something from you. All right, guys, so anybody have any questions? Yes, I see some people are getting blocked. 20, 30 people a day is the goal. Can we use more than one browser to double it? Honestly, Fanique, you know what it is? We're not in a rush to get 5,000 friends, okay? This is something that you can do over time. Add 20, 30 friends a day. If people are getting blocked, like I said, there's a chance. Chances are that it's sending the same message over and over again. Like I just said, and I noticed that. See what I mean? By doing the case study is very important, because I need to see what would happen when you have all these people doing the same thing. We learn from each other. So basically, uh, there's a few reasons why people are just not doing things the way I tell them, or they're sending just these spammy messages. Hey, we have some friends in common, can I add you? Like I said, that was the initial message, but when you have 200 people doing the same thing, it can look spammy. So, you have to be personal. Spend an extra minute, spend an extra 30 seconds to at least find out the person's name, where they're from, or what business they're in. It just makes it a world of a difference. So as far as another browser, Facebook is tracking your IP. So if your IP is hot and known for spamming, any Facebook profile you create is going to get probably blocked right away because the IP is the same. Facebook is, they're smart. They're not dumb. So they're going to know that it's coming from the same computer, if that makes any sense. I mean, I don't know. I don't work for Facebook, but I'm just saying that's my guess that, the IP gets hot, and that's why you see somebody create a profile, they get blocked, and then they create another one and get blocked right away. It's because of the IP. That's my assumption. That's the only thing they have in common. So yeah, that's it. I wouldn't go more than 20 to 30 friends. I don't tell you to. People are going 200, 300, 400. That's fine. That's your choice. But remember what I said. This is a method to add 20 to 30 friends a day. If you do that for 30 days, you can expect 1,000 new friends. I mean, your limit is 5. So what? There's no rush to get the whole 5. I still don't have 5,000 friends. I barely have 4. Well, I got like 3,600, but I'm not in a rush. When they come, they come. And when they fill up, it's going to be time for me to empty some out. So 20 to 30 friends a day is fine with me. Targeted friends. Remember, 20 to 30 targeted friends is better than having 20 to 30 friends that don't care about what you do or what you have to offer. So there's a difference. That's why we don't need to add 400 or 500 friends a day. Because if we add 20 to 30 targeted friends that are either marketers, in other businesses, or have some kind of interest or need help or anything like that, better chance that those 20 to 30 will respond to you than 300 to 400 untargeted people. When you're marketing something online, you're not going to go and picture a whole bunch of plumbers and become friends with them. They could care less about what you have. They're gonna hate you. So that's how we handle that. All right, Kat says, mention the posts I saw them on. I get people from other people's comments. I saw your comment on Alfredo's post. That's why I feel the same way. While I was there, I noticed we have a lot of common friends. Yeah, that's fine. That works too. Yeah, I do that myself. When certain times I see people commenting on a friend of mine's, I'll say, yeah, I noticed that you commented on this post, just trying to friend you. I do that. When I see people comment on my wall, like a post I have on my wall, and I tag people, so that means some people that leave comments are not my friends. You can go and add them, just go and send them a friend request, and if they say why, well, because I saw you leave a comment on my post. That's it. You don't have to go in crazy and explain yourself. Like I said, sometimes you notice people that are not your friends. Let's see. I know exactly what you're talking about. People that are not your friends will leave comments, and then it's a good opportunity for you to become friends with them. Okay. Another thing is, guys, What I like to do, I'm going to tell you something, which like I did last night. Okay. You can continue you can bring some of these posts back to life by, let's say this was about friends. Message. I got 48 messages, so I was telling people, please be patient. If I don't answer you right away. Now you can continue with this. You could resurrect this post and leave another picture. See right here? You can leave another picture. I do this sometimes. I'll have a result, and then another one comes in, and I'll do it again. I did that when it came time to close the doors on this course. I was a countdown, and I post a picture, and I'll say it again. Remember, people get notified about this, so you say, I don't have an example right now, but you can leave a picture and say, let's say you can add on to this and be like, now I got 35 messages. Take a picture and post it again and say something and continue the flow. I did that last night and it went nuts. You see, like he posted a picture on the comment. So you could continue to like live off that by posting pictures on the actual comment itself. And then, like Cass said, a good point is that you want to add the people who are not your friends off this. That's a very good, very good point. All right. So here's another thing. I want to make sure when you're writing posts, okay, you gotta treat this like an email. All right. You want to. I use the ellipsis all the time. You want to write from left to right up to about here, and then start going down. It's just a psychological thing. People are not going to read all the way across. It just looks like a lot. So their attention is going to be drawn short. So what you want to do is right here, space it or double space it, and then, just continue to write down. Just continue to write down, not across. Okay? That's another tip right there. So let me go back into the Elite. Okay? Go back. Okay, so all right. Is there any more comments, questions, suggestions, or something you feel that was left out or you want to talk about while we're here? Okay, because the last thing that I want you guys to keep in mind is that when people are talking to you, when people are messaging you, you want to, like I said, continue the relationship. Don't just try to sell people right away. When they are ready, they'll ask you. Okay? You want to keep the conversation, I want to say going as long as you can. No, that's not what I mean. You don't need to spend an hour talking to one person if they're going to ask you question after question. But I mean is if they ask questions and you send them a video and there's nothing going on, that's fine. Go back like half an hour later, put some question marks and be like, hey, what happened? Lost you, But don't, keep the conversation going as a means of, if it lasts a week or so, that's fine. That's fine. You never know. You're going to post something, the person's going to be like, hey, what's this? We were talking last week. Now I'm seeing this. It happens all the time. I see it all the time. I'll go back to the history, and that same person I probably didn't speak to like for the whole month, and they just happen to see what I post recently, and they just start, talking to me. You know what I mean? So don't think that right away when you speak with someone that you have to sell them that at that moment, at that conversation. Okay, you could just simply say, hey, thanks for the ad. What do you do? Cool, You could leave it like that. It has to go. You have to go with the flow. How you doing in your business? Doing great. Okay, cool. And, that's cool. Just leave it like that. You don't have to sell everybody. Leave it like that. They might be studying your wall at the moment. You never know. Unless you're that person and you're on the side of the screen, you never know. So just leave it like that. Don't always think the first conversation has to be closed and sold. I do that all the time. I start conversation with people and I just leave it like that. Whenever they're ready to talk, they'll talk. That's really it. I'm trying to think if there's anything I left out that I wanted to discuss. Like I said, this is a bonus webinar that I'm throwing. Okay, in effort to diversify my friend base, I stumbled on a local yard sale group. There I made several non-marketer friends. Through chatting with them, I got one signed up by just talking. All right, good stuff, guys. See what I mean? Listen, just because they're not marketers doesn't mean they're not trying to make money. Okay, so that's a good point. Connect with people that are in your field of life. I mean, I don't know what the right way to say it, but we don't always have to look for marketers. If you're ex military vet or something, you might just want to go into the military vet groups and find out what they're doing because the benefits are not all that. You stumbled upon a business that's been helping you, and you might want to go back and help all your veteran friends out. Okay, so we're adding lots of people. Please talk about it. Yeah. All right. So, like I said, like Cass said, you went to a yard sale group, connected with some people, and made a sale. So, just because people are not in the online business already doesn't mean that they're not looking to change the situation and make more money. So, go into, like I said, perfect example. If you're a veteran, you might want to go and discover other veterans and, like I said, try to help them out. Show them how to make more money online. And there's some questions. All right, I'll open it up. Okay, so also on Module 5, hold on, he'll be explaining how to do the buttons on your fan page. All right, so Ron is referring to 22 Social. There's not much to explain on that one. The app does everything for you. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to leave the link here for anyone who wants to get that app, 22 Social. But the app itself will walk you through how to do all that. It's very, very simple. It's a 1, 2, 3 thing. You install it, you create a page, you name it, whatever it is, and that's it. It basically goes live. It's a 1, 2, 3 thing. I'm serious. Like, my kids can do it. Okay, and there you will find all the training and everything about the program. For me to go through it, it makes no sense because I can't explain it better than the people who put that system together. All I can say is it's easy to do. It works as like it captures people's information inside Facebook. Okay, I use it for Hangouts and things like that. So when people go to my Hangouts, I can find out who was there, who clicked the button, who took an action. They might not never say a word to me, but I'll know if they were there because they hit a button for information or something, and they're watching the Hangout. These things go viral, inside Facebook. So that's what I use it for. You can use it to brand yourself on your fan page. I'll leave the link for the app, but like I said, you can go ahead through it and figure out a lot of stuff there. Okay, Ron? That's why I didn't go into discussing it too much because that's a whole thing by itself that you can learn once you do it. Would you recommend doing Facebook ads? Sure. If you have a budget, definitely. I personally don't. I tried Facebook ads. Myself, I just can't get it to work for me the way I want it to. And for me to learn it, I just found it a little difficult. But I know it's easy, but for me, it's like I just couldn't get it. But yes, I definitely recommend Facebook ads. You can build up your fan page that way. You can get more likes and more people to. You can increase your audience. You can be very good at it. Facebook PPC is a very, very, very powerful thing if you know what you're doing. Again, I spoke about this before. If you know what you're doing, you could turn a few bucks into a few sales. So yeah, I definitely would try to get some Facebook ads going and start with a small budget that you can afford. 10 to 20 bucks. Test them out, and if it's bringing you an ROI, then continue to do it and scale it up. That's just how it works. You have to hit the right audience. You have to hit the right ads, and it could definitely work out with you. Yeah, for sure. That's a no-brainer. I was going to say something about that. I kind of lost my train of thought. But yeah, Facebook ads is definitely a cool thing. I just don't personally do it. That's all. Anything else, you guys? So we're adding a lot of people. Please talk about daily follow-up methods. It goes back to what I said. Basically, the follow-up is I start conversations and I leave it there. If I find myself with no new friend requests, no new people in my network, nobody inboxing me, which is rare, then you could dig into your conversations and find someone that maybe was interested and just say, hey, what's up? You never got back to me or something. Or did you watch the video? Or were you there at the Hangout last night? Or whatever. You can do that, like I said, but just follow up with people. Don't push them too much to not wanting to talk to you because they feel like if they do, you're going to tell them to buy something. So, yeah, that daily method. And again, remember, just because you guys are not having conversations doesn't mean they're not watching you. Okay, this happens all the time. Facebook is always watching. So you could start a conversation with somebody yesterday, and you guys don't talk for two days or whatever, and you go post something on your wall that's crazy. All of a sudden, they're like, yo, what is that? Remember we were talking the other day? You didn't tell me about this, or wow, I didn't pay much attention or something. Okay, so the objective is to add people to your friends, to your network, so you can get more people to see what you post about daily, to see what you're talking about, to see what you're up to. Also, when your team or people in your network are doing well, share their stuff on your wall so they can see that it's not only you, it's the people that are surrounded by you that are having success, things like that. And this all comes down to the people that you added that are seeing this on their news feeds. They're seeing this, and they're taking interest. It might not be there right away. It might be 2 or 3 weeks, but I'm telling you, people come to me and say, man, I can't take it no more. That's all I keep seeing is you guys are blowing up. I need to join. I feel like I'm missing something. it goes to what I'm saying. If you're consistent in your message every single day, consistently adding friends, consistently posting on your own wall several times throughout the day, post results, post proof, post good quotes, post something about yourself, post a video that you made, all these things, post stuff from your team, good things about life. Always stay positive. Don't be negative on your own wall. Don't let the world know when something's not right. You can keep that to yourself. If you're consistent with doing these things, adding friends, posting on your wall, doing events, sending them to a video, a hangout, or something of value, engaging in conversations every single day, it's going to come, like I said, it's going to come to a point where you no longer have to look for people. They're going to find you and talk to you and things like that and ask you more about what you're doing. All right? And as far as doing Facebook ads, pick up a course on that. And, oh, yeah, you just remind me. Pick up a course on that and at least educate yourself on doing it the right way. There's a lot of courses that show you how to do PPC ads for pennies. So I would pick one up and at least educate yourself on that. And another thing is, I was making a business deal with someone, and we might put a Rolodex of outsources inside the actual course. Okay, guys, this what you got right now. For those who are watching who are got the course, obviously this doesn't pertain to you. But for the people on the webinar that have not got the actual product yet, which launches in 2 days, what you see in the videos is not the finished product. We edited it, we did all these things, voiceovers, text, all these things are part of the real product. It's going to be PDFs, it's going to be resources, all that stuff is in there. So something I wanted to add, what came to my attention, is adding like a resource of outsources, people in the Philippines, people that do this kind of work, that can do the grunt work for you. Okay, they can do the adding, they can do messaging to people, they can do the posting in groups and stuff like that. They can post stuff because they're going to be trained. They're going to have the same information from the course, so they're going to know what to do. So it's kind of like we're going to have like an agent who's going to train a group of people to use these methods and then to serve you for a price. Okay, that's the idea, and it's supposed to be put together inside of the actual Facebook Crusher, a system where you can order, the job, where you can get the job done for a price per hour and have someone do all the labor for you. That way, if you have a job, you're working and things like that, when you come back and actually log into Facebook, what you can expect is a bunch of inboxes from people who are interested in what they saw earlier. I wouldn't recommend you have the outsources close the business deal for you, because it really takes that little bit of touch of you and your personality to do that. But as far as getting the interested prospects, we're going to put in place a Rolodex of outsourcers who are going to be qualified to do this work, because they're going to have the same course and they're going to be trained on how to do what we need them to do. All right, so that's going to be in the actual product. It's not available yet, but it will be in the product. Pretty cool. So instead of investing in ads, you might be able to invest in these outsourcers to do the work for you, so that way you can focus on other things. Any other questions? What should I use as my fan page as far as business public filler? There really is no, I don't know. I'm not a big, I don't know the whole science of fan pages. Just create one and you can just use it for business. I mean, if you're selling a product, then use it for product. If you're a person, you want to promote yourself, then use public figure or something like that. If you're a store or a company as a brand, then go with that method. But the fan page should always, in my opinion, in this business, should always be about you and what you have to offer people. And you want to get a following of, like if you go to my fan page, it's just about easy money with me. It's not directed to any particular business. It's about me and things I do to make money. What's the best video to use? Please explain. What's the best video to use as far as what? The best video to use is your own. For IC, are you talking about the business IC? The best business, or the present, as far as, when you have any company you're promoting, okay, I don't want to be specific about companies because this is part of the product that's going out to thousands of people. When you refer to your business, the best thing to do is And when it comes to like compensation breakdowns and things of all technical sorts, I would let the professional video that they have on the website do that, explaining for you, and you can make your own video about your experience with the company, about the way you see things as far as how to get paid, what you've been doing to market, things like that. But what I do is I have my own video, and when people need some specific information, I direct them back to the website because those videos are done professionally by the people who are involved in the company. So you can't do a better video than them when it comes to explaining the compensation, the company, the products, things like that. So I still redirect them back to the website, but at the same time, I make my own video to explain why I'm in the business and what I've been doing to make it happen. Like I said, and how I see things working for me and how I can make them work for you. But the technical part, let the website do that explaining. That's what I do. All right. How to maximize on Facebook Notes tab. What do you mean? Facebook Notes? I've never used them. Maybe I should, and if I do start using Facebook Notes and I see that it's effective in a certain way, then I'll add it as an extra module, as an update in the course. But to this day, I have not used Facebook Notes, so I can't even tell you what they do or not do or how they can affect your marketing. But that is something to look into. And like I said, once I do, and I find it's effective, and I find how and why, then I'll go back to the course and add update the course with another module explaining it. That course is going to be changed as Facebook changes, things change, and we find new methods and strategies. I'm going to continue to update the product. That's going to be just a free upgrade for you guys to have. So don't worry about that. Most times when you buy into something, you buy it once, and anything that changes or happens, we're just going to update it throughout time. Because like I said, things always change anyway. Anything else? I mean, we covered a lot of stuff. Like I said, I think by now you guys, if you were taking action daily, you should have seen some results. If anybody having some results so far, like I say, not only adding friends, we all know we've been adding friends. Have people actually seen an increase in business? Whether it be a new person joining the team, or they made some sales, or even build a relationship with like another leader, another marketer that's going to help them in their business. Has anybody have any experience so far within the last couple of weeks in this? Have they noticed anything change from using these methods? Just for 2 weeks. Remember, like I said, these things take months of consistency, but for the last few weeks, has anyone seen anything change in their business by applying some of these methods? Be honest about it and let me know. If you haven't, you haven't. Like I said, it's only been 2 weeks since been doing this case study. I think, well, I know Fanique has made some money. Hey, look at that. Boom. Perfect timing. I know she's been making money. And like the great thing is it's not specifically to one company or a product. She's just been making money, period, by building this relationship. So good stuff, Fanique. And I'm not, to this day, I'm not even sure what Castro does, but we never talked about it, but I think she's been having some results too. But like I said, yeah. It's funny. I see some comments, but then some I have to refresh the page for. I don't get it. Yes, I've gotten an increase of 150% in my business. I was getting like 0 sales in my business. Everything has been changing because of Facebook Crush. That is awesome. That is awesome. I've been getting like 5 sales a day. That is life changing. Now imagine what happens once you get to a point where you're making 10 sales a day on autopilot because you just got so good at it. People know you, so they just know you're the one to talk to. Like, I just been hearing so much about you, Castro. I'm in. I get that all the time. So over time, people don't even have to ask. They just know. See, look, I just know you're the one to come. Why? Because I've been seeing your post every single day. Because for the last month, I've been watching you. You guys starting to see the bigger picture? These are the things I am told on a daily basis. Man, I've been seeing you grow in months. Man, the last couple months, your business has gone to the roof. What are you doing now? Can I join you in something now? I need to work with you. These are the kind of things you can expect. Okay, it's not going to happen in just 1 or 2 days of posting, tagging people, and that's it. A consistent flow of flooding your own Facebook with nothing but growth in yourself, your business, your friends, your network, even your life. Post about something you've done in the last couple of weeks because of your business. Post a vacation that you just were able to afford and go to because you've been doing so well. Post a trip that you took your kids to, something, happiness. Because, every time I get a new car, I post it. Why or how did I get the new car? Because my business is doing so well. Okay, it falls into now it's changing your life. So let people know that you have changed your life because you have changed your business. And people are going to be drawn to that because they want to change their life too. Does that make sense? Again, very important that we understand that these things don't just come from the blue. I've been using these methods that I'm teaching for months, but it's gotten to a point where it's made a dramatic impact of my life, where I've gone to making a couple of thousand a month to now making a couple of thousand a day even. Okay, and it's nothing to me. It's natural because I feel like it's just the right thing to do. I work hard enough, consistent, and it's just that's the reason why we're here. Is not to just make a couple of hundred here and there. We're here to change our lives. So by staying consistent and doing these things, you get to the point where you change your life, and then your whole world just changes. You just look at things so differently. And like everything around you is just different. You no longer have to even think about how much this costs. Just go get it. Just go do it. Just go on a trip. The money you spend on a trip, you're going to make it back in a couple of days. So what's the difference? I'm telling you, if you push these methods every day, okay, just on Facebook alone, you can dramatically change your whole situation. Do not just do it for 2-3 days and say nothing's happened. This has to go on with a couple of months. But imagine yourself 2 months down the line, your whole financial situation has changed because you applied what we learned here on a daily basis. All right, guys, so we're basically at the top of the hour. Let me see. I love how you taught me to stay in control of the conversation. Yes, I get a lot of people trying to get me in their program, and because of what you taught me, I get them all hype. That's awesome. Reverse prospecting. Definitely, absolutely. That's a great thing. Always, stay in control of your conversation. You own it. You have to own it. Don't give up your guard. You own it. If you want people to join you, then that you need to own the conversation. Now, you could be open to other people's suggestions, but don't lose the grip. At the end of the day, you want them to join you in the business. Question, Facebook groups, manual. How many groups per hour? You know what? They are, again, when it comes to automation is automation. I'm going to leave a system that I found that actually is not a bot. It is a bot, but it uses the browser, which means the script is going through the browser as if it was a person just doing it itself a little bit faster. So when you have bots go behind the scenes and they do things and they go sneak around Facebook and Facebook catches them and then shuts them down. When you have a script that's doing the commands for you, like clicking here, clicking that, and surfing this website, it's a little different. So I did find something that does that, but automation will always be automation, which means they don't understand people. All they know is post here and post that. So there's going to be times where you're going to be posting groups that don't want you to post. So you're chancing that you're going to get kicked out the group, labeled as spam or something. That always happens. Okay, so like I said, I don't automate my stuff, but a better option would be is maybe look into the outsources. What you would pay in a program, it might benefit you to have a real person do the stuff for you while you're out doing other things instead of a bot. I personally don't use bots, so I'm just telling you the truth. It's only going to get you so far. Then you're going to go and people are going to start removing you from groups, and you just don't want that on your belt that you're coming off automated. All right. As far as the amount of groups per hour, I don't know. I post like 10 to 15 groups at a time, and then I'll go do something else. And then maybe another half hour, I'll go post in 10 to 15. I have not gotten stopped for overposting. So I don't know what's the limit, because me personally, I have not been told by Facebook to stop. So 30, 40, 50 groups a day, you know, like I said, but spread out, do like 10, 15, and go start chatting with people, and then go back and post more. That's what I would do. Refresh the screen. I'm glad you guys are asking questions because I want the people that are watching this to get the right answers. So the outsourced people you have in the resource tab, they're going to be able to do everything. The purpose of the outsources is for them to do most of the work for you, as far as sending messages to friends and posting in groups, because that's a no-brainer. Anybody can do that. You just have to train them to do what you want to do. So we say, I need you to post this ad, this picture in all the groups, and they'll do it for you. You know, they'll log into your Facebook and they'll do it for you. They will log into Facebook. I mean, that's the only way they can do it. But that's how they do it. They can send messages out. They're basically going to be trained to use these methods and not spam, because I don't teach spam. So they're not going to be doing that, because that's not what we teach here. So they're going to be following the same methods and just doing the work for you. Like I said, I'd rather invest in that than invest in paid ads. Me personally, but there's nothing wrong with paid ads. I just can't teach it because I don't do it. There are other courses for that, though, that will, if you want to do it. Like I said, we are reaching top of the hour. If there's anything else, I think we pretty much covered a lot of stuff, and I'm glad you guys asked some good questions. Again, there's not a lot of people here because the elite group is for the people who upgraded. So for those who made it, I definitely appreciate the questions. And that's it. This is the end of the elite course. If anything comes up as far as changes or any extra information I find or come across as useful, I will be updating the actual site, and I'll send an email out so you guys will know. But just know you bought into the product for life. So as long as marketing on Facebook, you'll always be updated on anything that I discovered to help you guys out. But there's really not much more to discuss. These are my methods. This is what I do, and it works. As you can see, throughout the time we've been talking, I got more messages and more friend requests. Now, this is going on all day, but by the time I check, I'll have 10, 15, 20, and I have not messaged people. I messaged one guy, just to show you an example. But I'm just telling you that you get to the point where you don't have to do that as often. Okay, I still message people, but I don't have to message 50 to 100 of them because I got to the point where people are finding me now. So that's really it, guys. Like I said, I'll make sure that the 22 social link is there on. I'm not gonna forget that. And inside that 22 social, you'll find all the training that you need, all the step-by-step stuff, all the ways to use it, what to do with it. Everything will be there. There's no sense of me going over it because they explain it better than I do. As a matter of fact, our affiliate hangout is going to be on the 22 Social with the owner of 22 Social. So it's going to be a good thing. That's going to be tomorrow night, Thursday night, 9 o'clock p.m. We're going to do an affiliate launch. An affiliate hangout. We're going to talk about all the exciting things that's been happening and what we can expect Friday, 10 o'clock in the morning, and what we should be doing to prepare ourselves. And that's about it. Guys, I thank you for coming on. At this point, I'm going to stop the webinar, and you guys know where to reach me. If you have any questions, we will have a support system inside Facebook Crusher, so you can always hit support if you have a problem. Man, I would love a screenshot of your mutual friend list on the bottom right corner. I'm not sure what you mean, but I'll give it to you. I'm not sure what you mean, but I guess we'll figure that out. All right, guys, thank you for coming out. I'll see you. Keep crushing it. Keep crushing it. Keep doing what you're doing. Please do not do this for a week and be like, this don't work. It does work. I got proof that it works. Just keep doing it, and it's going to work better. It's going to work better. That's all I can say. And that's really it, guys. Thank you for coming out. Keep crushing them. Thank you for supporting me in this course. I look forward to Friday. It's going to be huge. All right. Just to let you know, we already have over 100 registered affiliates. I was told I needed 10 to have a successful launch. I have 100. Okay. It's in pre-launch. It's not really supposed to be sold right now, and I have 50 plus sales on the website. So you can just imagine when the doors open, what's going to happen. Guys, I'm excited for you. I'm excited. I'm happy that you guys took action in this course. Continue to do it, and it will change your life. Not only change your business, you change your life. Everything will fall into place. Just keep going out and do what you're doing. Facebook is the place to be. Second biggest website in the world. You want business, it's right in front of your face. Thank you for coming out. I'm going to end this, and I will see you guys inside of Facebook.